This is Up for Debate, episode number 200 and... I didn't look ahead of time. What episode is this? 222! How nice. Recorded December 9th, 2021. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Up for Debate, the debate podcast where the two hosts agree on everything. I am Sean Jennings, joined by a man who just had the best year of his life. It is Matt Mariani. Hello, Matt.
Happy 2021, Sean. We are celebrating all things 2021 today. No better time to be alive. What a great year. How are we doing?
We kicked off a new decade with this year, Matt, and we really started in style.
We sure did. We hit the ground running, that's for sure. I don't do much running these days, but we ran. It felt like we ran through this year. Absolutely.
Did the year feel short? Was it short or long for you, Matt? How was your 2021?
I know that everybody always says in the moment that, like, oh, the year was too short. I feel like this one was just right. You know, I think it was just right. Maybe it was because 2020 was so long. That was a long year. That definitely didn't seem like it went by. It was ever going to end. That felt like it was like 3 years in one. So I don't know. I think 2021. I felt like it was just right. And I don't usually think that. I'm usually like most people, feeling like it's too short. But I think we had just the right amount of 21. I will say it's kind of sad. I like odd years. I don't know why. I'm going to be sad to be going into another even year.
So you're not
I'm
a fan
odd
of
year guy.
You're not a fan of.
Maybe it's because I was born in an odd year.
Oh, you're an odd guy.
I am a pretty odd guy. I like odds. Never tell me the odds, but I like odds.
Like odd year. Yeah, 2022 is very two heavy.
There's a lot of twos.
2022.
It's going to be the most twos
2022
that we're ever going to see, I think, in our lifetime.
In our lifetime, yeah, you are right. We have maxed out on twos.
Live 200 years in the
Which
future.
Which we probably will.
22.
Wow. Wouldn't that
Imagine the plagues we'll have then. Imagine what's going to come out then.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, the global pandemics of 22. No, just kidding. Probably no global pandemics. Probably a lot of water wars, though. Like a lot of wars over, like...
Yeah, what little bit of land is left. Sure.
Yeah, wars over, like, water and fuel. Yeah.
And the wastelands.
Yep. Now, do you think we'll have, like, aquatic wastelands, like Water World? Or will it be, like, Mad Max style, like, deserts?
Why can't it be both?
Well, because they both kind of contradict each other.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, the ocean doesn't...
Half the world is a desert, and the other half is just the vast ocean.
Yeah, it's the ocean, yeah. I mean, that's kind of how it is now, in some ways.
I mean, I could probably see that. That would probably, like, indicate that one of the continents got wiped out. Which, yeah, to be fair, I could see that happening. I don't know which one, but it'll yeah, I could see it.
A world
Maybe
of
just
extremes.
Only Australia is there.
Maybe. Yep.
Most of Australia is like a desert now.
That is Mad
Max,
yeah.
Yeah, it's just Australia and then the ocean around it. And then Kevin Costner is somewhere out on like a little dinghy. There's a map on this kid's back.
Yeah, maybe we should watch Waterworld for our commentary episode. That's a pretty wild movie.
Yeah, I've been thinking of that movie a lot lately.
So strange.
Yeah, it's kind of the whole time I'm just amazed. I'm like, Kevin Costner is in this. Like he is in it. And it's really hard to tell. I think I mean, he did it for the big fat paycheck, but it's hard to tell if he like how much he's buying it throughout the whole thing.
I think
at varying times. You think he was into it?
I think he was into it because when he was at that point in his career, he could choose what movies he did. He didn't do movies for the paycheck at that point, so I think
was that was I thought that was earlier in his career. Was he already like a made guy at that point?
No, because I'm going to look it up here while we're talking, but I remember it was 1995, but prior to that, he had already done Bull Durham, Field of Dreams, Dances with Wolves, JFK, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, The Bodyguard. He had already won 2 Academy Awards at that point.
Yeah, I thought that for some reason I thought that was like part of his backlog, but that's right. That's after. That's kind of his, not his swan song years. He's not old enough yet.
He's been in a lot of other movies, but that was like kind of the end of him like being in really good movies.
He was probably in it for fun. And at the time, I bet there's an interesting story to dive into with Waterworld.
Oh,
at the time,
there are.
Like it was going to be a smash hit, spawning like series, and then it just turned out to be what it was. But yeah, I'm sure that there are plenty of stories to tell about that.
Yep.
Yeah, we should watch Waterworld.
We should. Odd movie. Matt, at some point, maybe that point is now, I would like to set you up with a 2021 quiz. You know I love my quizzes and challenges.
Yes.
I
was saying, I ever since last week, I've been craving the next Sean Jennings challenge.
Well, this one's pretty loose because I came up with it 5 minutes ago. But I'm going to give you something that happened, and all you have to do is tell me if it happened this year.
Okay.
It's really easy. I promise.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me pull up our first one here. Boy, which one do I want to start with? Again, I am not prepped for this at all, so I have to find some quick examples, but I'll talk my way through it here. Let's see. Did this happen in 2021? The Space Shuttle Challenger, carrying teacher Krista McCullough, exploded shortly after takeoff.
Well, I do have a vague memory of being in my third grade classroom and the teacher wheeling out the old TV set and tuning in, and then the president, of course, President Reagan, our current president, rolled out and he spoke about it. Sean, I think that happened in the 80s and not in 2021, is my guess.
All right. That was a warm-up.
Okay.
I was getting you ready. You got that right.
All
I'd be very concerned if you didn't get it
right. A
right.
lot of tragedies happened in 2021. That was not one of them.
Correct. Okay. Let me give you one that's a little more challenging. For the first time, the United Kingdom and the United States formed a trilateral security pact with Australia, including allowing them to build their first ever nuclear-powered submarine fleet.
I think that was 2020. I'm going to say that's something that sounds recent. I'm going to say that was in 2020, not 2021.
That would be incorrect. That happened this September.
Wow, in September?
Yep, September 15th. That was announced.
Okay. Well, I guess this year was longer than I thought.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Let me give you another one here. A black hole was photographed for the first time.
That was 2021. That was like really early 2021. I remember that happening. It was like February or March. It was like a kid's science project or something.
Matt, your confidence betrays you. That actually took place on April 10th, 2019.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
2019?
Yeah, it was in 2019. I'm gonna think I just made that up.
Where have I been? What are these last 3 years? They're just like a blend of random information.
I'm making a point here, I suppose. Matt, Larry King, American talk show host, passed away.
That was 2020.
Finally.
No, you know what? No, it was not. That was this year. That was 2021. You can't fool me on that.
This was a tough one. He passed away January 23rd of 2021, so you got that one. Very
super
good.
Super early, yeah.
That was a very good one. Matt, what's the exact number here? The U.S. won the most gold medals at the Winter Olympics.
That was 2021.
Olympics only take place in even number years. The Olympics are next year. Although that's not true. Actually, the Summer Olympics were pushed this year, but not the Winter Olympics.
Oh, you said Winter Olympics.
Yeah, I got you.
I wasn't, okay, you got me there. So that would have been, yeah. I was thinking of the Summer Olympics that had just happened.
In Tokyo, yeah. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, another one here. The Philadelphia Flyers introduced their lovably deranged mascot, Gritty.
That was not 2021. That was either 17 or 18.
It would be
or maybe 19.
It would be 2018.
2018, yeah, 18, yep.
All right, one more here, a science one. The China National Space Administration lands its rover on Mars, making China the fourth country to land a spacecraft on the planet and only the second to land a rover.
Oh, I was about to sneeze there for a bit. Anybody who's watching the video is going to see that. But okay, no, I think China probably had a lot more pressing matters to worry about 2020 and 2021. So I'm going to say that was probably like 2019 or 20. Yeah, we'll go with 2019.
Matt, that happened on May 14th of this year.
All right.
That was 2021. Matt, I got to be honest with you, not spectacular, but you tried.
Sean, I have some questions for you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Hang on, let me just
Matt's doing the same
them.
thing I did, which is things that happened in 2021.
No, even better, Sean. Even better. My question for you, and let's see if you know this. I would understand if you didn't, because it is a little bit challenging.
Bring it on.
Particularly,
I'm ready.
it's not an easy one, but we'll see if you get this one right. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this is a good one. All right. I'm
waiting for a question like Tom Brady won the Super Bowl, and it's like,
he's back. That guy. He just seems like he never goes away.
He was named Sports Illustrated's Sports Person of the Year for 2020.
I saw that,
and I'm like,
I saw that. What a
nothing.
surprise!
I don't dislike the guy. I have no problem with Tom Brady, but like, was he really the best athlete of 2021? I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know. At this point, I think I'm like everybody else. I'm just really tired of hearing about Tom Brady and how good the Patriots are and how this is still somehow a thing in 2021. Mm-hmm. we thought it would go away. We really did. It was. It seemed like it was gonna.
It's never
go
over.
Away. Yeah, I'm trying to find. Maybe this one will go through. Nah.
Okay.
I was going to try to find another like really complicated history question to stump you with like I did last time with the AP World stuff, but it's not. It's a lot.
Were you like
a lot of them are very. There's a lot of writing,
yeah.
And it's 8:30 at night.
Were you looking for things that happened in the year 21?
Yes.
2021 or 21?
1721 and 1421.
All good years.
Let's see what Sporkle's got on here.
Did you know that United Nations declared 2021 as the International Year of Peace and Trust, but also the International Year of Fruits and Vegetables?
The International Year of Fruits and Vegetables.
That is correct. Good year.
Sporkle is trying to get me to remove ads by like going premium.
They don't need our money.
They really don't. They're doing
rolling
just fine.
In cash over there.
Best of 2021 on the Spork. Best K-pops of 2021. Can you do that? Can you fill in the best K-pop songs of 2021, Sean?
I can name some BTS songs, but that's about it. Are they technically still K-pop now that they've come stateside?
I have no idea. All right, here we go, Sean. You've got. It says you've got 12 minutes, but I'm going to give you like 4 minutes because I think that's all this might deserve. Maybe less. The objective it's a crossword. I don't even know what you're supposed to do here. It says Sun Mi. Oh, is it the song that was made by Sun Mi? Oh, let's start with an easy one. Let's go with BTS, which is one down, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters.
So
Give me a song by Beat.
It's not Butter.
Butter?
Is it Butter?
Yeah, it's Butter. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Okay, well, since you got that one right, this one is Sun by Sun Me. And it is 4 letters and starts with the letter T.
Tree.
Nope.
Talk.
It was not Tree.
Taps.
It's not Taps either.
I feel like I'm playing lingo. Tuba.
Oh, nope. I'm going to guess one. I'm going to say Tool. Nope. The song is not Tool.
I don't think we're going to do well at this if I'm really being honest.
No. The song was Tail. 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 Well, you want to try one more? I know the answers now because I gave up, but...
do you have another one?
Give me an across and a down and a number for either of them.
It's 5C.
If I'm going to take that as 5 down, which is another BTS song.
Okay.
It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters.
Dynamite?
No. That's the other one that I know, and it is not Dynamite.
My Universe, but that's too long. Permission to Dance has too many letters.
Sean, how do you know all these songs?
I like BTS. Their music is catchy.
Oh, wow. I learned something about you today.
I've been trying really hard to get into popular music because I really do feel like I'm officially old because the young people in the office talk about these things and I don't know. So I'm trying to get... So I went out of my way to learn about BTS.
It's a good management strategy.
Connect with the youth.
You're in with the kids. The song is called... You want to try one more guess?
No, that's literally all the BTS songs I know.
Film Out.
Never heard of that.
Film Out is that is the song, and it is BTS. Oh, wow.
Matt.
Have you ever heard of any of these other bands? Chung Ha?
No.
Wendy? Tai Yeon?
No.
Dreamcatcher?
No.
Everglow?
Absolutely not.
From Miss 9?
I've heard of Pokemon. Is that similar?
No, I don't see anything called Pokemon. I do see a Weekly. It's spelled with 3 E's.
That's too many E's.
They made a song called After School.
That's...
G Idol?
No, that's Giddle.
Giddle? But why is the G in parentheses?
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I've never heard of any of these.
It's like
I don't know what
the G is in parentheses, and then it's I-DLE. Like G Idol is how I would read that.
I don't know what that
Chung
is.
Ha is on here a couple times. On here twice.
That doesn't sound right. Matt.
Those are the best K-pop songs of 2021. Yeah.
I'm going to put this into the Riverside chat. A Sporkle quiz for 2021 that I think you could give me.
Okay.
And I haven't looked at any of the answers, so I would be doing it for real. But while you're pulling that up, can you vamp for 2 minutes because I can hear the cat screwing around with my Christmas tree.
Oh, that's important. You got to do that. Go grab that cat. Sean's out to get his cat. Can't be messing around with the tree. That's like in Christmas Vacation. We don't want a Christmas Vacation scene right there of the cat in the tree. The quiz that Sean has presented is called "Can You Name the 2021 NFL Quarterbacks?" And for the folks at home, this is a Sporkle quiz that contains all of the rostered quarterbacks for all of the NFL teams. Some of them have 2 quarterback spots. Some of them have 3. And we're going to see if Sean can name all of the 2021 quarterbacks. We're going to see. All right. And he's back.
I'm back. Crisis averted.
Has he successfully retrieved the cat?
I did. I shooed him away. He's never knocked it over or anything, but it's only going to take once. So
that's all it takes.
Why I only put up the cheap ornaments. Okay, I'm ready for my challenge.
We haven't seen your cat.
No, he hasn't really been all over me during the shows that much. I don't know why that is.
What are you drinking there? What is Vizzy? What is that?
It's a hard seltzer.
Oh, okay. I assumed it was a seltzer. I thought it looked like a White Claw at first, but
yeah, same idea.
Yeah.
Their whole gimmick is they have antioxidants, which I'm like, I think if you're drinking a hard seltzer, I don't know that's really going to help. But
sidebar: have you ever had water in a can?
I don't think I ever. I've had water in a box.
I saw that in Europe. We had that in. It was like. It wasn't Poland Spring, but it was like their water, and it was like in a can.
Yep.
It came in like an aluminum can. I felt very sophisticated drinking. It wasn't sparkling or anything. It was just plain like natural water, but it was in a can.
Well, you know what's weird to me in Europe is I don't think anytime I ever had soda over in Europe, it was always exclusively from a fountain or a glass bottle. I never saw a can of soda while I was there.
Yes.
They had Pepsi,
I don't remember. I didn't really drink much. I drank a lot of what they called soda, but it was really like carbonated juice, if that makes sense.
Yes,
they have a lot of that, like fresh, like
an Orangina or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like Orangina and like different. There was like a lemon drink that was really good in Italy that they really liked. It was like a carbonated lemonade, basically. But the closest thing I could find here in the States is Wegmans. They sell like what they call it's European soda, and it's similar. Other than that, I like
a San Pellegrino, or is that?
Yeah, I was going to say San Pellegrino is pretty close to it.
Yeah,
it's a pretty close approximate. All right, Sean, you ready to name all the quarterbacks?
I won't get all of them because this list includes backups, but I guarantee you I can get at least one for every team.
All right, let's do it. We're going to enter the quiz. I'm going to be the typer. You go ahead and tell me when you're ready.
Okay, but you got to tell me the team names.
Call them when you're ready. Wait, you want to go team by team?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to start with the Buffalo Bills.
Josh Allen. And let's go to the next team.
Okay. Do you want to go in alphabetical order or just random?
Does not matter.
All right. Your next team is the Miami Dolphins.
Tua Tagovailoa. I can never say it.
Tagovailoa?
Yeah, something like that. Did it accept
Tagovailoa. No.
It
is no mercy. Tua Tagovailoa.
Yes.
Tagovailoa.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, we got it.
And Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett. Why am I not spelling Brissett right?
Yeah, this is not an easy one to be a...
These spellings are killing me. Jacoby...
Brissett.
Brissett. That's how I spelled it. Jacoby...
Jacob Y.
Yeah, right. Brissett is the part that...
Brissett.
E-T-T.
2 S's, 2 T.
I had an E at the end. I thought there was a silent E. Okay. Your New England Patriots.
Mac Jones. And Brian Hoyer, I think, still might be the backup.
And then there's a third, believe it or not.
Let's keep going.
It's not the guy...
Cam Newton, no. He's now with the Panthers.
No. The other one. The handsome one.
The handsome one?
Everyone thought he was going to be the guy after Brady.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. No, I can't remember his name.
The New York Jets is your next one.
Zach Wilson.
Yep.
Mike White. And the third guy.
All right, here it lists Mike White as the third guy, and Zach Wilson is the starter, and you've got somebody in the middle. You've got your second stringer.
And let's keep going. Let's go to another team.
All right, the Baltimore Ravens.
This is going to be no fun for anyone to listen to. Lamar Jackson.
Can I help you out with the Jets one?
Yeah, if you know it, jump in, please.
I believe the one we're missing is Joe Flacco.
That's right. That's right. You are 100% correct.
Mm-hmm. We got all them Jets.
Yeah.
All right, Baltimore Ravens. You got
Lamar Jackson.
And
and I have no idea who backs him up there because he never gets hurt.
He's the guy. I actually just looked at him on fantasy, and I don't remember his name.
No.
Okay, Cincinnati Bengals.
That would be Joe Burrow.
Indeed.
And I don't know who backs him up.
All right, Cleveland Browns.
That would be why can't I think of his name? He's in those commercials. Baker Mayfield.
That's right.
I also don't know who backs him up.
Home field advantage.
Yeah. Let's go to the next one.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
That would be Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, boy. Spelling Roethlisberger. That is how I thought it was spelled. Roethlisberger. What the hell am I missing with his name?
It's Roeth.
Roethlisberger with an E. Okay,
Yes.
It's an E. E-R-G. Okay, we got it.
And then
back up.
Mason Rudolph backs him up.
I wonder if do I even need first names?
Oh, you might be able to just put Rudolph. And that's all I know for the Steelers.
No, apparently I need first names. Mason?
Mason.
What is his first name?
Mason.
Oh, Mason Rudolph. Okay.
Next team.
There's a third Stiller.
I don't know who that is.
All right, the Houston Texans.
Tyrod Taylor. Deshaun Watson. And who's the other guy? They're actually going to start him this week. Boy, but he's a he's a nobody. I don't know.
Driscoll?
No, it's not Driscoll.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's keep going. Let's go to the next one.
That would be your Indianapolis Colts.
That would be Carson Wentz. And I do not know off the top of my head who backs him up.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Trevor Lawrence. I do not know who backs him up. I'm not as good with the backups.
Backups are tough. They're deep cuts. We could go back. We'll look at them. We circle back around. The Tennessee Titans are next.
That would be Ryan Tannehill. And that's all I know.
These names. Tannehill. How do you spell Tannehill?
I'm guessing Tannehhill.
Tannehill. Brian Tannehill.
Yep.
It doesn't like that. It's telling me no. T-A-N. There's two N's, right?
Yes. Tannehill.
Tannehill.
First name Ryan.
Okay. I had Brian.
I've really got to enunciate better.
This is how how much I guess I paid attention to the NFL this year. Denver Broncos.
Teddy Bridgewater. And I do know he is backed up by Drew Lock. If there's a third, I don't know who it is.
Got that on lock.
Who's next?
There's a third, but we will go over to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes. Don't know who backs him up.
I believe it's just a great big bottle of ketchup.
Delicious.
Yep. His backup was in.
I think it's one of those guys who've been around forever, just from team to team to team.
It's Chad Henne.
I can't believe that guy still plays. That's
from
wild.
the University of Michigan.
That's wild.
And the third guy, God knows who the third guy is. Las Vegas Raiders.
Derek Carr. And I do know, because he has a pretty good backup, Marcus Mariota. I know backs him up there.
Yeah. I only needed the last name for that one. Los Angeles Chargers.
How much
Sean.
time is left?
Your Los Angeles Chargers. There are 7 minutes left.
Oh boy, Matt, we gotta kill this bit. It's taking forever.
No. We've got so many more teams though.
We're only halfway through, I think.
No. You're doing good.
We'll pick up the pace. Justin Herbert.
Okay.
I do not know who backs him up.
That's okay. The Dallas Cowboys.
Dak Prescott. Do not know who backs him up.
The New York Giants.
Daniel Jones, and I do know Mike Glennon. Backs him up.
And I typed in Daniel, and it gave me Chase Daniel, who is the backup quarterback on the Chargers.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Another guy who's been around forever. Yeah, Daniel Jones and Mike Glennon. I don't know who the third is. Whoever it is they're playing this week. I believe.
In parentheses next to Jones and Glennon's name, it says out in all caps.
I guess they are both out. I don't know if it's up to date for just this week or what.
So then who is the third string? Who are the Giants going to have play quarterback? Is Eli coming back?
I honestly probably better than whatever third string guy they got.
The Philadelphia Eagles, Sean.
I got these guys because that's
my Philadelphia Eagles.
Jalen Hurts.
Who's their quarterback?
Jalen
Hurts.
And the man who just had a great game at backup, Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, it says Jalen Hurts is out in all caps. Gardner Minshew the second. Sean, the third string quarterback on the Philadelphia Eagles.
No clue.
It was Joe Flacco at one time, but they traded him to the Jets.
Yeah, good deal for the Eagles. They got a great pick for that. Who's
the
next?
Washington football team? That's next.
My man Tyler Heineke. Do not know who backs him up.
Heineke. Heineke.
Did you get it? 8?
Yep.
Okay. Who's next?
Got it. The Chicago Bears are next.
I think this is one of 2 teams where I can name all 3.
Okay.
Assuming there is 3. Because I believe it's Justin Fields.
Nope. There's no Justin Fields. Nope. Wait, there is. And he's out.
Andy Dalton.
Yep.
And then I know his third because it is Super Bowl MVP Nick Foles.
That is correct.
Got him.
The next are the Detroit Lions.
That would be my main man, Jared Goff. Do not know any of the other players.
Okay. The Green Bay Packers.
And this is the other team where I believe I can name all 3 because it is Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. It is his heir apparent, Jordan Love. And then I believe they signed former Jaguar Blake Bortles.
Sean, you're 3 for 3. 3 Packers for 3.
I don't think I'm going to get many other 3s. Because some of these are a little more obscure.
The Minnesota Vikings.
That's Kirk Cousins. Don't know who else is playing with them.
Okay. How about the Atlanta Falcons?
That's Matt Ryan, but he's never out. I have no idea who backs him up.
Carolina Panthers.
Now Cam Newton and our favorite XFL player, former XFL quarterback PJ Walker, I know is there. That's the only reason I know who that is.
The Apollos, right?
No, there was no Apollos.
The Orlando Apollos? That's the AFL.
Yeah, the other league.
The other one, yeah. New Orleans Saints.
That would be the monkey man himself, Trevor Siemian. And Taysom.
Does he go by that?
No, I just made that up because his last name sounds, Siemian.
Trevor Siemian. Siemian.
Siem.
Yep. He is out. 3 minutes.
And his backup is Taysom Hill, who they don't know if he's playing this week. And I don't know who their third is.
The third, it just says Voodoo Zombie.
I'd watch that. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
They just reanimate a corpse, and it looks a lot like Drew Brees. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, that's the man himself, Sportsman of the Year, Tom Brady. No idea who else plays there.
Of course. And who cares? That should just be the answer for the other two. Is who cares? Because it's Tom Brady. He's the quarterback. Arizona Cardinals.
Kyler Murray. And because he's been out, I know who his backup is, Colt McCoy.
Oh, yes, Colt McCoy.
Another one of those. He still plays?
Philly legend. Los Angeles Rams.
That's Stafford. I do not know who backs him up.
All right. The San Francisco 49ers.
This is their QB battle. Is it Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, or is it Trey Lance, their rookie?
That's right. You got both of them.
They only have two on the roster. Okay.
Stidham. That was the guy I was thinking of. That was on the Patriots.
Yep.
What happened? Where is he?
I
bet he still plays.
I think
somewhere.
He's still there. I just couldn't remember because they
have
a
he
third.
is. He's their third. Yeah, Jarrett Stidham. So we got all the Patriots, and last is the Seattle Seahawks.
That's Russell Wilson, and I do know his backup, Geno Smith, former Jet. Also played.
And there's also a third.
I don't know who that is.
That we will never get. Sean, we did pretty well. We got 54 out of 85.
That's not a shame.
That's not too bad. It's 62%. Do you want to hear a couple of the names you missed?
Yeah, pick some of the most obscure ones you can find.
Obscure is fun. All right. Apparently
I just opened up.
You missed Case Keenum on the Browns. Was not obscure.
No, there are some, and by the way, I just pulled up the list so I could re-review it. But there's some, like Mitchell Trubisky's the backup in the Bills. I mean, these aren't not.
Oh man, no, there are some
names.
There are some real shocker, real random. I've never heard of Logan Woodside.
Logan Woodside,
Tannehill's backup on the Titans.
One of my favorite.
Easton Stick.
Yeah,
who's the third string quarterback on the Chargers.
I've always loved the name Trace McSorley on the Cardinals. And then there's Jake Fromm who's going to potentially be playing for the Jets, who is like the obscure of the obscure.
The Giants.
The Giants, yes.
He is obscure. A lot of these names just sound like they were made in a name generator. Like in Madden,
yes.
When you go too far, like you go like a couple seasons in your franchise, and like they just a lot of your like star players start retiring, and they have to populate the like new upcoming rookie names, and they're just like through a name generator.
Well, Matt, are you familiar with the Japanese baseball game players list? This went around a few years ago. Do you remember this story?
Yeah, I think we talked about that on this show, actually.
1994's Fighting Baseball, where a bunch of Japanese folks had to make up American player names.
Yes.
Like Ray McScriff and Tony Schmerk and Bobson Dugnut. Todd Gonzalez. Mike Truck. Some of these are very funny. So
Mike Truck was my favorite.
Yes, which one are you? I'm Willie Dustis.
Sleeve McDykel.
Yes, yeah, no. Any of these could be backing up in the NFL.
Dwigged Rortugal.
It says Philippe Franks is an actual backup for the Falcons. So Brett Ripon. Oh boy. We came here to talk about 2021, and I feel
Todd Gonzalez.
Todd Gonzalez. I feel like we've gotten a little distracted. Matt, are you familiar with Google Trends?
What kind of trends? Just the idea of Google Trends?
So Google tracks everything we search. So every year,
I'm down for Google Trends.
They have their what was trending in 2021. Would you like to hear some things that were trending in 2021?
You're not going to make me guess in some sort of like sick game show?
I don't know if you could get this. I'll give you like one guess. Like the top 10 athletes.
Probably COVID. Was COVID trending?
No, well they have categories like the athletes. The top 10 athletes searched
Tom
for
Brady.
this year. Now again,
Tom Brady was not. So if Tom Brady is not one of them, why is he the athlete of the year?
I think it's misleading. But again, you have to remember searches are for who's in the news. Someone you have a reason to search for.
An athlete?
Yes, there's a top 10 list here.
Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers is number 5.
Having COVID? Yep. Probably who's the crazy guy that's on Tampa that he keeps doing crazy stuff?
Oh, Antonio Brown? No, he's not in the top 10.
No? Okay. This might be a little late for him, but I bet he probably got a lot of recognition last year. My brain's not working. I can see his face. He's got the big afro. He's a quarterback.
Oh, Kaepernick. No.
Kaepernick. No, he's not. Okay.
No, we were looking for, we would have accepted Jake Paul, Deshaun Watson, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, that's right.
Odell.
Deshaun Watson.
Odell Beckham Jr., Simone Biles.
Oh, right.
Number 1 was Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods?
Yeah, he had his big car accident this year.
Oh, yeah. He almost died.
That's
I
right.
forgot about that. Yeah, that was right. Okay. Simone Biles, yeah, I could see. Yeah, she would have been. I wasn't thinking Olympic sports, but yeah.
Here, I'll give you another one, Matt. This is interesting. These are searches with the phrase "near me," blank near me. What were people searching for nearby in 2021?
Blanks? Oh, near me?
Yes.
I'm gonna say near me. People were searching for health clinics. Hell yeah.
Well, COVID vaccine near me, a COVID testing near me, or COVID
Urgent
booster
care.
near me. Mm-hmm. Are all there.
Or how about like daycares?
Nope.
Because a lot of people are working from home. No?
Nope.
I guess that doesn't make sense, right? If they're working from home and their kids are here, so they wouldn't. Yeah. Okay. What else?
I'll give you some answers here. Movies near me, bars near me, bowling near me, massage places near me.
That just sounds like typical stuff.
It's
In
the
2021.
most popular.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know what the number 1 searched meme was?
The meme from 2021?
Yes.
Well, memes were big. This is fine. This is fine with the dog sitting in the house that's on fire.
Nope. No, I will say ones that didn't make number 1 but were in the top 10. Squid Game.
Okay.
The Suez Canal, the boat that got caught in the Suez Canal.
Oh yeah, those were big. Yep.
Hamster. I don't know what that is. I guess there was something involving
2021 hamster meme. Let's see what's going to come up.
I guess there was a hamster cult.
I didn't see any of this. Yeah, it's like a hamster
artist?
in the corner of a cage, and he's like looking really scared.
No, the number 1 meme this year, Matt, was Bernie Sanders mittens.
Oh yeah, the inauguration that happened
according to Google.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. He had the big gloves. Yeah. Big mittens.
Matt, I'll give you one more off this list, then we can move on to something else. But they have a how to pronounce blank. I don't think you're going to guess any of these. I just think they're very interesting. How to pronounce Kabul.
The capital of Afghanistan.
That's right.
Kabul? I don't know.
I think that's
I don't actually know.
Closer to right. You should Google it. How to pronounce Qatar, the country.
That's important.
How to pronounce charcuterie. How to pronounce Giannis Antetokounmpo.
All of these are really important. Yeah.
How to pronounce Elon Musk's son's name.
That was a really
funky name.
confusing one. Yeah.
How to pronounce Kamala.
Yep.
How to pronounce quinoa.
Always. That's like a 20. I feel like that's been a staple for like a decade now.
Oh, 100%.
It's been like a running joke of like, oh, I can't pronounce this.
And now I'm going to actually skip number 2. I'm going to go to number 1. How to pronounce Dogecoin. But number 2 has to be my absolute favorite of all time. I don't know why it's on here. I'm frankly baffled. How to pronounce Michael Jackson.
Wait, what?
Yep, for some reason, in the middle of July, there was a massive search volume for how to pronounce Michael Jackson. It's got to be some kind of meme or something. But for some reason, in the month of July, it was massively searched on Google.
There's not even like any kind of story behind it.
Yep. Yep, absolutely baffling.
That is baffling. I would have thought, and this isn't. This is just a me thing, not a. And I guess anybody who follows baseball, but there is there was an owner, or not owner, a GM, a general manager of the Miami Marlins. Her name is. Was the first female GM in the modern baseball era. And her name is Kim. She pronounces it Ang. The last name is NG. So I was apparently there are multiple ways to pronounce but her preferred pronunciation is Ang. So that's how she pronounces it, Kim Ang. But I've seen it with people with that last name. Sometimes they'll pronounce it as you, like Wen or Wu. Like the name Wen, Nguyen. It's, I believe, a Vietnamese last name.
Well, yeah, it's sort of like, and I'm going to pronounce it wrong because that's kind of the point, but Nguyen?
Yeah.
Nguyen? How do you...
Well, that's what I was... Yeah, that's the name that I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a tough one. Now, Matt, did you have any, in the world of pop culture, any particular movies, TV shows, songs, anything stand out to you in 2021?
This is probably the first year in my entire life I only saw one movie in theaters, and that was the new James Bond movie. That's the only movie I saw in a theater this whole entire year, Sean.
You sound like you're in a commercial for the movie. If you see one movie this year...
and literally, that is the one movie that I saw. I kind of wish it wasn't that one. But, yeah, that's the last movie I had seen was in February of 2020, which was Onward. And then no movies until just about a month ago. Any other movies I saw that weren't in theaters that wasn't a movie from a movie theater? We watched plenty of the Fast and Furious movies. One of them came out this year.
That's right. F9.
F9. I haven't seen Squid Games yet, but everybody keeps talking about it, so I feel like I should. Eventually, I'll get to it. What have I been getting through? Movies from this year. I feel like I should have watched more movies, but I can't. I was busy buying a house and mowing the lawn.
Yeah, I don't know.
That house.
I will say, you know me, I'm not a big movie guy. I didn't see a lot of movies. I did see one of the top 3 worst movies I've ever seen in my life this year.
Oh, okay.
Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Oh yeah, that movie. I did see that movie. Yes. Tried to really scrub that one out of my memory.
Just complete and utter garbage.
That was a awful joke and a disaster.
And actually, one of the other worst movies I've ever seen was also this year, which was Wonder Woman 1984, which was also a really bad movie.
I didn't see that one.
It was really... And I liked the first one a lot. Oh, boy, it was pretty weak.
I didn't really see any superhero movies, I think, this year.
I skipped them, too. Black Widow, Shang-Chi...
They all kind of came and went, yeah.
Venom, Eternals. I didn't see any of them.
Name some other movies that came out this year.
Easily. I have the list right here. A Quiet Place Part 2, Free Guy, Jungle Cruise.
I saw Jungle Cruise.
Okay.
I did. Yeah. I saw it on Disney Plus a couple of weeks ago. It was pretty good. It was an enjoyable movie.
Ghostbusters Afterlife, Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yes, yeah. Godzilla vs. Kong might have been my favorite movie of the year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That fair.
That was up there. Yep.
Dune.
Didn't see Dune.
Dune seems like a movie you would watch. Surprised you didn't see Dune. Maybe I'm wrong.
I have not gotten around. I started reading the book a while ago, and I never finished it. And my mistake was my famous story is that I bought the audiobook version. If you're familiar with Dune at all.
Yeah.
It's not a book that you can really, it's not accessible really in the audio context. So I bought the physical copy. I started it over the summer and never finished it. A show, I just remembered a show that I watched.
Okay.
This year. It didn't come out this year, but it was, it's fairly recent. It's called Search Party.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah. On,
that was really
TBS.
good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I watched all of Search Party over the summer.
Yeah, there were a lot of good shows this year.
It was a year for shows. Mayor of Easton.
Sure.
Yep, that's a show I watched this summer. That was really good, really good.
What We Do in the Shadows, season 3, but was excellent. How To with John Wilson was insane. That show was great.
I watched the movie.
Hacks.
Yeah,
a lot of good stuff. Yeah, Matt, why don't we, I will quickly mention, do you have any new songs that came out this year you liked? Any hit songs?
I want to say most of my musical tastes kind of froze circa 2015,
sure.
But I will say I actually got into a new genre.
Okay.
It's probably been around for a while, and I've just started, getting into it now for whatever reason, but I got into, lo-fi.
Okay.
Lo-fi and wave music. It's just, it's nice music to put on in the background when you do other things.
Yeah, it was pretty popular this year.
Yeah, lo-fi and wave are, my, synth-wave, lo-fi. But that's a new genre that I, explored, I guess, and it was neat, yeah. I still listen to it when I'm, studying or doing work or something like that.
Nice.
So, lo-fi, yeah. I also got into this is a pandemic thing, but I'd still do it now. I've read somewhere that if you listen to soundtracks, not movie soundtracks, video game soundtracks, because there's no words, you can concentrate on tasks better.
Yeah, that's great.
So I kind of started doing that.
Oh, we'll have to trade some recommendations for
ambient noise is also kind of cool. Not really music, but if I'm reading a book and I want to be more immersed in that book, depends on the genre. If it's a sci-fi book, I'll put on Star Wars ambient sounds, or if it's a murder mystery or something, you can put spooky ambient sounds. It's kind of cool. Puts you in that headspace.
Yeah, that's what ragtime music does that for me, which I may be a little too high energy for some folks, kind of the opposite of lo-fi, but ragtime music I put on when I need just something in the background.
Who's a ragtime artist that you enjoy?
Oh, of course, the great Scott Joplin.
Besides Scott Joplin, we all know Scott Joplin.
That's a fair point. The problem with ragtime music is most of it's re-recorded. So it's not like any of the original people who did it. So you can't really, it's not this song is by this guy. It's no, it's a rag that's been around for 100 years type thing. So I actually couldn't, I'm sure there are lots of famous ragtime guys. I couldn't tell you other than, of course, Scott Joplin.
Irving Berlin.
That sounds like a ragtime guy.
He was a composer. He composed Alexander's Ragtime Band, which that's whenever I hear the word ragtime, that's immediately it's that and The Entertainer.
Oh,
the two things that
absolutely.
You go to. Reverend Gary Davis.
Oh, sure.
Blind Boy Fuller.
Okay, now you're just making these up.
Elizabeth Cotton.
Old Man Joe.
Ada Baker. Well, I was going to say, these are exactly the names that I pictured reading. Zez Confrey.
Okay, please stop. That is not
known
correct.
Also as the Kitten on the Keys.
What?
This is ragtime right here.
Huh? That's wackadoo.
Yeah.
Actually, Matt, this year I did try to get into new music. Really, the year of The Weeknd. The Weeknd had a massive year this year.
The Weeknd did. He put out a new album.
He had a whole bunch of big hit songs. And Dua Lipa, I will admit, I enjoyed her music, and I enjoyed
I
that
like
this
The
year.
Weeknd. I really was impressed by his halftime performance.
It was
a
great.
lot of people I talked to were not as wowed as I was.
Well,
Thought it was one of the better ones.
we're
memory.
connoisseurs of the halftime, Matt. So I think we can sort of
We are
enjoy
indeed.
it more than the untrained masses.
I mean, it was no Blues Brothers halftime spectacular, but
that's right. That's right. It didn't quite.
They can't all
make up
be
for
Marvin the Magician or whatever that guy was. The
Bebop
magic.
Bamboozled.
Yeah, they can't all be a salute to our troops.
Yes, Walt Disney World.
Desert Storm.
Walt Disney World presents "It's a Small World," a salute to our troops. Yeah, exactly. Someday they'll bring back the Black Eyed Peas. Someday.
Their spacesuits
and their spacesuits and terrible.
I didn't remember how awful they were. I remember watching the Super Bowl, but I don't remember thinking like, oh my god, that was a train wreck. But who knows? I don't know. Oh man, have they announced the halftime show for this year yet?
Yes, actually, they did. It is all artists
This
that
is the rap one, right? It's like rap, ode to rap. Eminem is in it.
Yes,
Missy Elliott.
It's Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Mary K. Blige, Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
So will be interesting in Los Angeles. So I'm sure it'll have a Los Angeles flair.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Matt, as we slink towards the end of the episode, I did want to re-review our year on this show and see if you remember some of these episodes we did. Because to be quite honest with you, like 80% of our episodes covered like 3 topics.
Yeah,
because
this was a concise. We were very concise. Also, the Fast and Furious series took up like a pretty big chunk of the year.
Well, basically, we started the year. We did our episode on wine.
Right.
We of course did our Super Bowl prop bets, as well as our live commentary episode and Super Bowl halftime shows. Then we moved right into March Madness, which was a whole month of text-based adventure games, which I thought was a ton of fun.
Yeah, those were. Sean, do you have a favorite text-based adventure? Do you remember the text-based adventure games we played?
I sort of do. I think the detective one. The detective one was good, which was the longer one we played, where we had to go around the city and like we were like a private eye. Was good, and then the other one was definitely the like spooky mystery one with the ghost kid.
Yeah,
those were both a lot of fun. But what was fun about those was they had an interface we could actually use rather than being like Zork style, like straight text, which we were not good at.
Yeah, Zork was not really accessible to us. Also, it was really like
although we did
hit
good,
or miss.
We did good with the What was the fantasy
with the
one too?
Object interaction. I am Pig.
Yes,
Pig is me. It was like me with Pig.
We were Grork or something, and
I was totally not prepared. Yeah, but I wanted to do like an award style show and see which of these you thought was the best one.
If I had to pick a best one, I think it was the Ghost Kid horror one.
I liked that one. It had a twist ending. It had lore. There was like a lot of lore involved in it.
Yeah, we had to think about it, but it wasn't too hard.
What was it called? Ghost House or something like that? It was like Night House. Night House.
Yes,
right?
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
No, that was great.
Adventure. Yep. Night House.
Then we talked about. We did an episode on ice cream. Do you remember that? I don't remember that.
No.
Apparently we did. We did an episode on gardening.
Oh, ice cream. Yeah, I do vaguely. Yeah, I recall. Gardening, I do remember also. That was an interesting one. Was this the year we did hobbies? No, that was
a while
last
back.
year, I think. Yeah.
We did a second Choose Your Own Adventure. Do you remember the storyline from that?
Our own, where we wrote our own Choose Your Own
Yeah.
Adventure? Oh, yeah. Oh, it was the dinner party.
Yeah,
the dinner,
the 1970s dinner
and
party.
then we ended up going to Hollywood to
Kill Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder, right?
That's right. That was wild.
Right. That was an interesting story where that ended up. That was one of our creative challenges.
Yeah. Yeah, we did good on that one.
Oh, yeah.
We did half of our summer reading list. We read Bad Blood and watched the documentary, which is now all in the news now because the trial's finally going on.
Yep, that was fun.
And that was good. And then we got into the Fast and Furious saga, which literally took up basically half the year right into Sean Bember.
Yeah. Fast and Furious was that the biggest project we've done? Well, Rocky was Bonds probably the biggest we've done.
I think I would have to count how many. This may be the fewest number of episodes we've done in a year, and I just think we had a lot of different conflicts going on and issues, and we just missed a bunch of them. But I just think we just didn't do that many episodes total. So it seems like it took a lot longer. I mean, it took 10 episodes. So that come to think of it, we doubled up on Bonds. I don't even know if Bond was 10 episodes. Rocky wasn't.
No, we didn't. It's not like we did one movie per episode. Bond, we really consolidated those. We did like Bond eras.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think we might have done more Rockies.
Yeah, we only did like 8 Bond episodes.
Mm-hmm.
We did 1 episode on Pierce Brosnan. Well, we should have done this with Fast and Furious. Why did we take so long to go through those?
You could have taken like 2 episodes.
Well, we tried, right? Because the first of the series was us doing both 1 and 2 Fast, 2 Furious, right?
Yeah, I guess we started with that.
And it was just such a long episode. We're like, well, I guess we have to do 1 on each, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we actually did run into that issue. We were just like, we really, every one of them we have to talk about in a whole episode. But I mean, can you imagine talking about some of those later ones? It's like our longer ones.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, yeah. Trying to split those up into one episode or more than one movie? No, can't do it.
We're going to have to really think about what we want our big movie franchise to be for 2022.
Yeah.
Will you finally get me to watch the Lord of the Rings movies?
Ooh.
Maybe. Maybe.
I don't know. We're running out of franchises, Sean. We're going pretty quick here.
We have done some of the biggest. Yeah, we'll have to think about that. Anything you'd like to cover on the show next year, Matt?
I have something in the works right now. Not giving too much away, but I think we definitely want to look at audio as a medium.
Yep.
Just get kind of meta with it.
Yeah, we're going to do a little history.
And kind of do a deep dive into audio and recording and formats. I think that would be fun. That would be an interesting style to look at.
I love it. I think that's great.
Did we have the XFL was not this year, right? That was
that was like 3 years.
That was
ago.
last year. Yeah,
that was a while back.
Sad that we didn't get another season. Yeah, COVID.
No, keep your fingers crossed. Maybe someday.
Yeah, no. So that my big thing is looking at the audio as like a nice mini series / project we could do early on. Put that in the works. Of course, we've got to have a big fat summer movie blockbuster franchise that we can really sink into and break apart.
Well, I'm going to put in my plug now for what movie I think we should do next year. I'm not saying we have to do it. This is my pitch, okay? On the show, we've already talked about, in one way or another, the 3 highest-grossing franchises in history, which is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, James Bond, and Star Wars. Now we kind of got to go to the 4th. Do you know what the 4th highest-grossing franchise in movie history is?
Harry Potter.
No, that's actually number 5, but that's a good one. And we could do that. I'm just not a big Harry Potter guy. No, number 4 is Batman. And I think you go all the way back to Batman the movie in 66, then you do Tim Burton, then you do Joel Schumacher, then you do Dark Knight trilogy, then you do Zack Snyder. It's a lot of movies, but I think there are also movies that change a lot over time, like Bond, and I think could be really interesting.
Okay.
I mean, you're wearing the Batman Snuggie, man.
I'm telling you.
You are the Batman.
I am.
So that's my pitch. That, or I think Transformers would be very funny, but I think it would drive me insane.
No, I might have to draw the line.
Twilight?
Because
would you do Twilight? I want to torture us.
Oh no!
I want us to lose the will to live. How about Despicable Me? And the Minions.
The statue. I've actually seen the first Despicable Me. That wouldn't bother me as much as any of the other ones. Twilight, sure, okay. I think the statute of limitations has passed on hating on Twilight.
Fair.
Robert Pattinson is like an actual respectable
Kristen
actor
Stewart
now.
as well. She's got Oscar buzz. So
yes, indeed. So
Planet of the Apes would be funny. Anyway, we're getting off track here.
Yeah, you know what? The Planet of the Apes, I would be all for that.
Especially all those weird 70s sequels nobody remembers.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That could be pretty fun and interesting.
But then we'd have to watch Tim Burton's 2001 Planet of the Apes, and that's a stinker.
Where the
Mark Wahlberg
monument,
the monkeys, they talk.
Mark Wahlberg,
just terrible. All right. Yeah. Anyway, Matt, anything else you'd like to say about 2021?
2021. What can I say about it? The year I bought a house.
Big year for Matt.
The year I didn't officially started a new job in 2020, but like more officially started it now because it's like not COVID times are still here, but it's not a remote, fully remote. Everyone's back in person at my job, so it was the year where it was like I got to actually see and interact with people that I work with, not behind a screen. 2021 was the year. What else? Yeah, it was pretty interesting. A pretty big year. Just owning a house is interesting. We finally almost have flooring in our basement.
Nice, but
it's exciting.
Well, that way you won't fall into that giant hole in your basement. Which would be nice.
It's only been only been what 4 months now since the great storm, Hurricane Ida. So, What do you have to say about 2021, Sean?
What do I have to say about 2021? 2021 was not a great year, but I think we as a people had quite a span between 2016 and 2020 of just really nasty years. And I think 2021, only because the previous years, especially 2020, set the bar so low, I think 2021 was a good year. Do I think comparing it to like a 2015? No, I don't think it was better than that. But I think it's hopefully the beginning of an upswing in the chart of years. And I think there was...
Get those roaring 20s started, finally?
I think it's a year where you certainly can focus on bad things, but I think there were enough good things to make you feel good about it. And I think that's okay.
Yeah.
That's my read.
I would say better than 2020, right?
Yeah, I think so. And I think...
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like 2020 was sort of a panic lost year, and 2021 seemed to me to be more of an introspective year. Like, it really was a year, and we found some things we didn't like. We certainly found some things we didn't like. We looked at ourselves. But I also think we found a lot of things we did like. And I think we found a lot of things that we've begun to improve on. So I'm going to look at this year as glass half full. Not a great year, but an improving year.
You have any resolutions for the year ahead?
I'm not a resolution guy because I would forget them immediately and never follow through. I guess if I had any sort of resolution, I'm going to get so off track here immediately. But I was thinking about this the other day, Matt. What does freedom mean to you?
Oh, no. This is... It's too late at night to have this.
Because I was watching this thing, and they were asking people, what does it mean to be an American? And everyone said freedom. It means freedom. And I was thinking, well, what does freedom mean? And what does it mean to people? And I thought about it, and by the way, this isn't like a I'm great, pat me on the back moment, but I thought, the way most people look at freedom is personal, my freedom, me, Sean. I get to do what I want in this country. I get to own a gun, and I get to say what I want. And
Sean, you own a gun?
It's no, Sean, no. But you get the idea, right? It's all about my freedoms. And I was thinking about it.
There's a whole different side to you that I was not aware of.
Because I'm free. But I was thinking maybe freedom isn't about your own freedom, but it's about understanding the freedom of others. The fact that you're free to care about and understand others, that you don't have to be individualistic, because we live in a country of plenty, theoretically. We live in a country of opportunity. You don't have to be individually freedom-focused to succeed or to get what you want. We have the freedom to work together. And that's sort of what my resolution is. I know that was a complicated way of saying it, but I want to get the thought off my head. That's my resolution for 2022, is to have the freedom to respect others and to understand others and enjoy the collective freedom we have. Kind of a weird one, but I guess if I have a resolution, that's it.
Well, it's morning in the Sizzler again. It's morning in an American Sizzler.
It's a new day. More Americans than ever.
Going back to work at Sizzler.
And this is the part. Yeah. This is the part, Matt, where after I give that long speech, you're like, "Oh, I was just gonna drink less soda."
Right.
I was just gonna go to the gym more.
That would have been a good one. I was gonna try to go to the gym.
Well, you're doing yoga now.
I am. One of my resolutions is actually to get more into yoga. I rediscovered one of my old childhood hobbies, which is the French horn.
Oh, what?
So I've got a French horn right over here, and I've tried to make it like a pandemic hobby. Problem was I was always with too many people in my house because I stayed at my folks' house for a while when we were in between places, and they did not like my French horn stylings. So, but now that I have a whole house, all I have to worry about is annoying my wife, and
I'll send her some earplugs.
Who cares what she thinks? So I'll just play that horn all day. She's already
married to you. Where's she going to go?
Right. I was going to say.
You lock that down.
What do they say? Why get the milk if you buy the cow, or whatever? However that saying goes.
Yes, that sure.
She's got to listen to my French horn styling. So I want to get more committed into that. I want to practice and be able to play. And someday I would like to join a symphony.
Wow, bold.
Yeah,
bold.
I want to join like a local symphony orchestra or something, playing the French horn. That's my resolution.
Wow.
Get better at playing the French horn.
I love it.
Exclusively the horn.
I have got to get a hobby next year.
Yeah.
Outside of podcasting, I got to get a life. So maybe you can help me. Maybe because did we do an episode on hobby? We did an episode on collecting, didn't we? But was it hobbies in general?
We did collecting. We also did an episode on where we learned about feng shui and beekeeping.
That's true. And I did.
That was where we dared each other to take up random hobbies.
Yeah, I did not follow through on either of those.
Yeah, I'm not a beekeeper.
But
not yet. Probably not ever.
I think maybe I'll have to get a hobby this year. Who knows?
Could be a big year. It's
gonna be a big year for us, Matt. It's gonna be our biggest year.
I think it's gonna be a pretty big year.
I think it's gonna be huge. Matt, as we wrap up this episode in the year of 2021, I want to thank the over 8,000 plays from our listeners we got this year.
Wow.
Which is pretty great. Our most popular episode over the last 12 months was the gardening episode.
That's really sad because that was a terrible episode.
And I hated that episode. And the second most popular was the first episode of March Madness.
Didn't that episode started out with me talking about how easy gardening is and how it's not that easy.
Yeah, we're not good at this.
It's complicated.
We're not good at this.
lot harder than I was certainly saying it was.
And I'll tell you, Matt, we got twice as many listens this year as we did last year. We doubled our listenership.
I think that
our biggest year ever.
Fast and Furious probably helped with that. They liked our expert take on when they flew the car into space and how that really like physically could not work. But I enjoyed it. If I were to go back and re-listen to any episodes, it'd probably be those. I would relive the Fast and Furious moments.
They were good. Matt, it's been a great year. We got a great year ahead. It was such a treat doing it alongside you, and a wonderful time. But we got lots of great stuff. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back not only next year but also next week. We got some great stuff planned for the rest of December. We're not quitting for the year quite yet. So you're going to want to come back. UpForDebate.tv is our website. And, of course, you can subscribe wherever you get podcasts. Just search for the purple Up for Debate. And, of course, you can get a hold of us, upfordebatetv@gmail.com, or tweet at us at upfordebatetv. But we're going to put a pin in this as we head towards wrapping up the year. On behalf of Matt, I'm Sean. We appreciate being here, and we'll see you next time for another great edition of Up for Debate.